Hi, I'm studying schizophrenia right now, and here's the different clusters. This is schizoid cluster A, and I'll try to read from my notes. This involves, let me see, I mean, I could probably just read it from the book, but the skids, it's just a subtype. Schizoid, let me see if I have it written here. The schizoaffective has depression, bipolar, delusional thoughts, contrary to reality, and schizoid is, oh, it's right here, lack of interest in social relationships, shallow, blunt remarks. Inwardly, they do want relationships, but they remain distant and aloof. They either have thoughts of grandeur or thoughts of persecution. They have thoughts, the thoughts of persecution are thoughts that people are malicious and deceptive and threatening. The behaviors based on mistaken assumptions about others. And a lot of the cluster A is up here, is considered odd or eccentric behavior. But yeah, these are all subtypes of schizophrenia, and this is what I've been doing for, since I woke up this morning. I went over these pages, which is someone close to me had this, and just from what I'm reading, 50 to 70% show signs of hallucinations, which is considered the psychosis. And we learned that psychosis was a multiple amount of symptoms. Neurosis are symptoms, and psychosis is multiple symptoms. So basically, multiple neuroses. The delusions are usually, or the hallucinations are usually auditory, also. I have notes from what I took in class on Thursday, and we went through a lot on Thursday. Schizotypical was also eccentric thoughts, which is also a subtype of schizophrenia. And African Americans are more diagnosed, and males. Now, this book said schizophrenia alone is just affecting 1% of the population, whereas schizotypal, it looks like typical, but it's schizotypal, is affecting 4.6% of the population. So, this was cluster A. I showed you here. Cluster A is the schizoid, schizoaffective, and schizotypical. And then cluster B was histrionic, I believe. And I believe there was another one. And then down here at the bottom was avoidant. Let's see if I get it here. Oh, narcissistic personality is also considered part of histrionic. And then avoidant personality disorder, dependent personality disorder, and obsessive compulsive is considered cluster C. It's at the bottom of the page. And sorry, I cut my own bangs. I was just tired of looking at them. They were so long. But, and here's some of the notes. Here's some of the notes from class. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just Thursday and Friday, 2 days. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this is what I did myself. 11, 12, 13, 14. So in 2 days, about 14 pages of notes. So, and I wanted to mention this other one is attenuated psychosis syndrome. And this is part of schizophrenia too. And this person knows that they're having the hallucinations. So I thought that was kind of interesting, you know, being that, you know, I happened to, when I was being raised, I was around these people a lot. And that even had a name too, shared psychotic disorder, and it's rare. And that's from, you can develop some of this stuff just from being around people with schizophrenia. But there was just so many symptoms, erratic behavior, which could be speech, which I didn't think was fair because a lot of the book was talking about how they answered questions. Yeah, here's the pages I read if you're watching. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, this could even be considered erratic. I'm videotaping this. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is what you do when you research for a paper. 11, 12, because you have to read in order to write about something. 13, and then I kind of think I stopped here, and then I skimmed through 14. There was a little chart there I looked at. And this here's the twin studies. All those women had schizophrenia, quadruplets, and they had different effects, different symptoms throughout their life. And also, it can affect males even, have the onset of it at age 75. And it's more common in males. And then there's some brain scans, and there's more about the brain here. I kind of stopped reading, I think on this page or something, but it went on, and then I went to the very end, which I usually do. And looked over that. And this poor man down here, this is how some people treat schizophrenia in other countries. You see how he's chained up? Isn't that terrible? And then the review. You can get a lot of questions you might have with the review. Just reading the review at the end. But this is what I've been doing since well, I got up and, you know, had coffee, and I don't even remember eating breakfast. I had fish today at 6 p.m. But, yeah, I guess it's around midnight by now. I don't know. This is a typical study day. This is a typical study day. It goes on and on and on, like 6, 9, 10 hours easy. This is, you know. And yeah, you get to move out of your seat, but not very often. Like, you maybe go to the bathroom, but, you know. So, yeah, give me a break. You know what I mean? You don't know what I'm dealing with, you know. If you haven't gone to college and you haven't taken, you know, if you haven't gone like to different colleges, maybe 2 different colleges you have to go to. And I'm not complaining. I'm just leaving I'm just making this video for somebody. Look at my hair. For somebody that doesn't realize what is involved, you know. I'm sorry I look like this, but I'm just, I'm finally getting to look at myself and say, oh my word, this is what I look like. But, I don't know, I thought it was kind of unfair, their depiction of the disorganized speech, I guess, inappropriate reactions to, you know, like laughing at pain and stuff. Oh my gosh, look at my hair. Laughing at pain and stuff, and slow response to question. I couldn't believe that when they said that in the Bible, Yeah, I'm so used to reading the Bible and talking about the Bible online. I'm calling this the Bible now. But I don't know. A little. There's just a lot to schizophrenia, which I didn't realize. That's probably why he said that he wasn't going to go over it yet. Yeah, we haven't gone over this in class, but I wanted to write about this because of what I experienced growing up, and it's just, there's a lot to it, you know, there's a lot to it. So this is what I've been doing for the past 9 hours. So talk to you later. Take care.